Hello there besties, and welcome to another episode of Sizzle's Diaries. And today we are heading all the way east to the heartlands of the Kalahari Desert, where we are going to check out our cattle outpost. Now in Oshiwambo tradition, it's called Ohambo or Okuti or Ofuka, which literally translates to a place where we take our cattle for greener pastures in the dry season. So right away as we arrived, we found the cattle headers milking the cows. The herdsmen developed a special bond with their cattle, so usually they will use a series of communication which usually comprises of songs and whistle. Each whistle is significant from the other as well as the song, and usually sometimes the messages are either to alert the cattle from danger or to relax it like he's doing in this case. This ancient tradition is slowly losing its traces as more and more land is availed for private use. Fences are erected, thus resulting in the blockage of routes. So more and more people are finding ways to travel kilometers and kilometers on end to look for more greener pastures for their animals. After milking the cows, now the animals are moved to the area which is closer to the borehole to allow them to have a drink, and after they have the drink, they are usually released into the field. They go by themselves and they'll probably come back later in the evening. No need to go collect them unless one has wandered off and it has been missing for days. We usually go and look for it. So this is just showing you that after milking the cows, we put it in this calabash. It's called ohupa. This is Oshipale, an area within the Mahangu field which is used to harvest our staple crop. Now here at Oshipale we harvest grains such as beans, sorghum, millet and nuts. Harvesting season starts from June to August depending on how early the families have cultivated. It is the right time to harvest Mahangu because it is windy, we are in winter and there is no rain. This way the grain will not spoil. So what we do is we cut the Mahangu from its stalk and the sorghum from its stalk, and we carry it in bundles to Oshipale. At Oshipale there is a shed called a thala. That's where we keep the Mahangu and the sorghum grains. When the time is right, we bring a machine like this, but believe me, this is just something that we started doing as of recently. In the olden days, we take the Mahangu as it is on its stalk, and then we hit it with branches, and then we crush it and sift it to separate the sand, the twigs, the stalks from the grain. And once we've done that and we are satisfied that the grains are clean, we gather them on one side to put them mokanda. So we usually carry on our heads on these baskets, we carry the grains into the house where we have okanda, and we pour in okanda and we close it or we seal it. And that storage facility is only opened when we need to use it. Now, pearl millet and sorghum are our staple crop. We use it to make things like Mahangu porridge, oshikundu, okatete. Okatete is a soft, thin porridge which is usually served for kids on their breakfast. We use to make mahangu pancakes. We use it to make traditional brew. So this is our staple crop, guys, and this is our sustainable way of doing it.
Kunenga otulineko kochungwe showetenga shinihatingaho ontala umwe unilya uyatinga shimwe uwetopo nga tayuruke ya onsamane angula emeto 24 ontalao emetango 24 talao onsamane nikikuduvau oene arongifo kashinana wana wau pene ilonga popena ngomena tali ya Stefanus amemwe tufayo otaele nengaho oshone haiyerwa ngaho opone twatamekene nangaha paife ngaha no tatulane ponduba eishudo kanda kawananalaka mahangu oningaha sama aerwangaho ya ae kenyo dringa ngo hatunu ngo shitanga omarodu alongwa mo menanga. Okay, eyo nduba imwe mahangu tashitukufa ngo shudo mafiku 3 4 ngo opo tumane kuho okashina ngo takalongo opo onsamane ngo elimo monzire tapalo lungu lieko kule dona to hadini ngwange kwa cheti ngotali mwalikane na wala taikwaje mamenyo ngwe kwa chinarwe hadini ngwe kwa cheti na dani ngwango majeti that's why say nyingi tatika adili apanga ha aidongere nenga ha kamana kufa po matanga atai taka kutaiki komboni ngulu enanga haike dikufa manatango tadika ningo maji okubaba no maji okulya nenanga tokulya natango ombuto okufa pe ombuto pe kai kufa hapo kai kufa hapo eli wali yongongoli omanyango yanyeri kwi enanga pe ntia tukali wasizama no kwa sonjala ano wakaliwa nyinga ndako kenya Nega posa otenda shike kwende mbukani wede lakini ngenga ho chocolate ai ita chocolate ina ikiri
Besties, here is a demonstration on how to make ghee the traditional way at home. So ghee is actually clarified butter and it's made from the cream of milk. Remember the milk that I was showing you in the beginning that we're milking from the cow? Yes. So we've processed the milk and then we got this butter from it, and now we are turning it into ghee. This is the traditional Ayurvedic way of processing butter. So as you can see, we are using our hands, and this is because there are no machines to help us. Everything must be felt and touched and dealt with by hand. Of course, clean, washed and sanitized hands. And after that, we're going to proceed to cook the clarified butter on very low heat, and be mindful of the residue that collects at the bottom. That residue will be used in another recipe to make a very delicious snack. It's called fudge, but in another local vernacular we call it damalaiki. So we're going to use it to make damalaiki. So if you want that recipe, let me know and I'll definitely be sure to put it on my list of upcoming videos. So our butter is done. You can see it's boiling, and we are going to add it to this container. This is a 20-liter container of ghee. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot, but we use ghee a lot of times in our diet. Alright besties, I do not want to make this video longer than it should be. So if you like this type of content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in another one. Bye besties.